Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Cassie from Anchored by Books, and today we're gonna do another book haul. As usual, I have bought way too many books this month. Some of them I got great deals on, others I got as a gift. So let's just jump right into it. First is a book that I've seen over Booktube lately. This isn't YA or anything, it's more just kind of like a how to help your life kind of thing. This is The Life-Changing Magic of Tidying Up, The Japanese Art of Decluttering and Organizing by Marie Kondo. I don't know if you can see that, it's kind of hard to see because I'm right by the window. But this is basically, I'm hoping to teach me how to just get rid of stuff. I have way too much stuff, so I want to get rid of some of it. And I've heard really good things about this, so hopefully it'll teach me something and I get rid of some crap. Yeah. Next is Counting by Sevens by Holly Goldberg Sloan. This is a book I kind of picked up on a whim. I've been seeing it a lot lately in my local bookstore, and when I was in Reno, we went to this really awesome bookstore called Grassroots Books. If you're ever in Reno, go there. Seriously, it's amazing. The thing that really caught my eye about this book, on the back it has 7 things about the main character, and number 2 it says, almost everything interests her, but some things like plants and medical conditions interest her more than others. Not so much plants on my part, but anything medical conditions, whether it's physical or mental, I'm always super interested in. So I'm kind of excited to jump into this one. But if any of you have read this, let me know what you thought, because I've literally seen nothing on it. Next is Burn for Burn by Jenny Han and Jabon Vivian. I don't know anything about this book. I've heard this is kind of a fun, light-hearted trilogy to go into. I've never read anything by Jenny Han. I do have her Somebody Turned Pretty and what is it, To All the Boys I Loved Before. I have those. I have not read them. So I don't know. I'm not really in the mood for contemporary right now, but I think this is a very fun, kind of light-hearted thing to read when I am in the mood for a contemporary. Next is I've Got Your Number by Sophie Kinsella. So I read Finding Audrey by Sophie Kinsella a couple months ago, and I really liked it. I thought she brought some funny things to kind of a serious topic. So that was her YA novel, Finding Audrey. So I wanted to give, I don't know if this is like an adult or a new adult, it's one of those two. I wanted to give it a try because sometimes I'm just really in the mood for something fun and lighthearted. And I thought, why not? I got this book for free at that really cool bookstore in Reno. Next is a book that I know was a big part of a lot of people my age childhood, and I maybe seen snippets of the movie and I saw the book and I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna pick this up. This is Howl's Moving Castle by Diana Wayne Jones. I don't know anything about this either. I know it's like a children's / middle grade kind of book. I know it involves like witches and magic and stuff like that. So anything with witches and magic, anything with witches and magic, count me in. I am ready. Sign me up. Next I have Splintered by A.G. Howard. First off, this cover is so pretty. This is supposed to be like based off of Alice in Wonderland. It's not a retelling from what I know. I just thought it was, oh. Hello, Poe. Someone has come to visit. This is my kitty cat, Poe. Well, I'll just continue. So I'm looking forward to give this one a try. I think this is just a trilogy. I'm pretty sure. Maybe it might be a 4-book series. Next is one I have seen all over Booktube lately, and this is Dark Fever by Karen Marie Moning. From what I know, this is about a girl whose sister was killed while she was studying abroad in Ireland, and she goes to figure out what happened to her sister, why she died, why she was murdered, or whatever it is. And somehow involves fairies, fae. Now, I've never read a fairy book. I tried to read this, I'm going to be completely honest. When I first got it, I was super excited because I've heard great things. I tried to read it and I was not feeling it. So maybe I'll try to jump back into it at some other point, but I just don't think it's what I want to read right now. Next is Life as We Knew It by Susan Beth Pfeiffer. This book I have actually already read. I want to say back in middle school. My Aunt Juju, hello Juju, I love you, recommended this book to me. It's about a meteor hits the moon and the moon gets pulled closer towards Earth, and that messes everything up. It's kind of like in a post-apocalyptic kind of as the world is coming to an end kind of thing. But I'm really looking forward to jumping back into this world because I loved it the first time I read it. Then I have Under the Never Sky by Veronica Rossi. From what I know, this is about aliens. Now, I have read the first, second, and part of the third book in the Lux series by Jennifer L. Armentrout, and I loved it. Damon Black! I love Damon Black. I know he's a jerk. I know he's a jerk, but I love him. Hate me if you will. Damon Black is amazing. Anyway, I'm pretty sure this is about aliens. If it's not, I'm gonna be kind of sad. If it's not about aliens, oh well, I've still heard really good things about it. Next is one that I was really hesitant to get because I've heard either people love it or they hate it, and I wanted to put my own perspective on it. This is The Unbecoming of Mara Dyer by Michelle Hodkin. This, from what I know, is about a girl whose friends end up dying in a building collapse, and she thinks she has somehow caused it, and there's a bunch of, from what I know, like a paranormal kind of supernatural thing going on. I don't know, these books are all a little bit chunky. This is a trilogy. Covers are gorgeous, so gorgeous. Yeah, volume 1 of the Mara Dyer trilogy. Why don't all like books and trilogies and series, seriously, like why don't they have that? Right up here it says volume 1 of the Mara Dyer trilogy. Why don't books have that? You should have book 1, book 2. You should say what part of the series or trilogy the book is so we don't get confused. Publishers, take note. Take note. Next is one my husband really wanted me to read. He hasn't read it, but he's a big Star Wars fan. I, on the other hand, don't like Star Wars. You heard me say it. I don't like Star Wars. But there was a new, I think a trilogy or something, kind of a new series of books that came out because there's a new movie coming out. This is Star Wars: A New Hope, The Princess, the Scoundrel, and the Farm Boy. The only reason why I wanted to read this one is because it's written by Alexandra Bracken. Alexandra Bracken is a well-known YA author who wrote the Darkest Minds trilogy. Now, even though I have not read that trilogy, I was literally only willing to give this a try because I know the author. Next is Survive the Night by Danielle Vega. First off, this cover is amazing. It is absolutely amazing. There's a skull on here and there's like glitters that are raised. And the back is so cool. It says we're all gonna die here. I guess that part isn't cool. But from what I know, this is about a girl who likes to go to raves or something, and then there's like mass murder or a murderer. Someone gets dead, and it goes from there. Next is one I've already talked about on my channel, but I forgot to haul it. This is Dumplin' by Julie Murphy. This is about a big girl, like myself, a bigger woman, who decides she wants to go into a beauty pageant. And from what I understand, this is about her just becoming comfortable in the body that she's in and not necessarily trying to change herself, which I totally appreciate. Could I lose weight? For sure. Could she lose weight? For sure. But there's nothing wrong with being comfortable in your own body. This next book, I have not heard on Booktube anywhere. I don't know why, because I think the premise is super cool. This is Walk on Earth a Stranger by Ray Carson. This is the first in a new YA fantasy is it a trilogy or is it a series? I'm not sure. This cover is gorgeous. It is so pretty. This is like historical fiction based on back in the gold mining days. And from what I know, this girl, our main character, can sense gold. She can feel it. And I'm assuming that'll bring like a lot of money to her family or whatever, and I'm sure other people will want that power and use it for their own evil. Then is one you have heard all over the place. This is Everything by Nicola Yoon. From what I know, this is a YA contemporary about a girl who is allergic to pretty much everything, so she stays in her house. And she meets a boy, and I'm sure she falls in love with the boy, and maybe he gets her out of the house. I don't know, I feel like I can sense where this is going, but I guess I don't know. This next book, there's going to be quite a bit of controversy over what I'm about to say. So this is Throne of Glass by Sarah J. Maas. Very well known. Everyone knows about this one. I have the paperback version of this, but I tried to read it and I felt like maybe the font was too small or something, and I don't know. So I got the hardcover hoping that maybe the font would be a little bit bigger and it'd help me kind of get into it. I tried to read this book, guys. I really did. I guess I didn't really. I got maybe 2 chapters in and I don't know if I find the world really confusing. Can I judge a book only 2 chapters in? Am I allowed to do that? I read the first book in the Fallen Kingdom series and it was amazing, and then I picked this up and I felt like it didn't even compare. Sorry. I'm sure I'll try to read this again in the future, but the hype is just really dragging me down on this. It's really, really, really affecting the way I'm looking at this book, and it sucks. Because I want to be able to like it like everyone else, but I'm just not. I'm not liking it. I'll give it a try at another time. Next we have Seeker. This, from what I know, is a fantasy as well. I've heard that it's based in Scotland. That's pretty much the only reason why I picked it up. And I got it used for $4.99 and it's in really good condition and it's hardcover and everything. I hope it's based in Scotland. If it is, like, major plus. If it's not, that's okay, I'll still read it. And I have book 2 and book 3 in the Fallen Kingdom series. Book 2, which is Rebel Spring, and book 3, which is Gathering Darkness. Like I said, I read the first one and I absolutely loved it. So what did I do? I went and bought the next 2 books. The 4th one comes out, I'm pretty sure, sometime later this year. But this series, guys, I literally am only 1 book in and I am in love with this series. I love the characters, I love the world. I love it all. Give it a try. Seriously, give it a try. Then I have Landline by Rainbow Rowell. I don't really know anything about this book either. I got it at Barnes & Noble in like the bargain area. It's a hardcover and I got it for it's like $3.98 or $4.98 or something. It's super cheap. I have not read a Rainbow Rowell book. That's not true. I tried to read Eleanor and Park. I got 50 pages in and literally could not stand it. So I gave the book away. I hated it. I hated it. I found the characters super annoying. They were just sitting on the bus and not talking to each other. I'm like, oh my god, just talk, just talk. So I'm a little bit hesitant to go back into Rainbow Rowell. I do have Fangirl. If anything, I'll probably try to read that one before I read this one. And last but not least is a book I've talked about a million times on my channel. This is Defy by Sarah B. Larson. This is the first book in the Defy trilogy. I have the first book, Defy, in paperback, and then the second book, what is it called? Ignite, in hardcover, and then the third book, Endure, when it comes out, I'll have that in hardcover too. And I found this one for really cheap. I got this one for free, actually. I got this one for free too. So just to match my other one, Ignite, so I can have the pretty trilogy together. And these covers are amazing. I love these covers. If you haven't read these are amazing. It's really good. Seriously, give it a try. I love it. I love it. I love it so much. Wow, so that was a lot of books. I would love to say that I won't buy any this month as in October, but I already have. Yeah, I went to Goodwill and bought some books. So, and my stepdad gave me some to borrow. So there'll be, once again, another haul at the end of the month.
How many books do I have in this one? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21.
There's no way. There's no way this is 21 books. Oh my god. I really need to stop. Really bad. Maybe I should go on one of those, like, if I read 5 books, then I can buy 1 book thing. But I have, like, all the books I want. Why do I keep buying books? It's a problem. Now I'm gonna try to hold all of these.
Here's some. That one on top. Some more. Some more. Oh my gosh. Some more. Oh my lord. I can't even pick them off the floor. Okay. Here they are. I can't even pick them up because they're stuck under my chin. Oh god. Okay. No, don't hurt any of them. Don't hurt them. Oh, don't hurt the book.
I'm gonna put them down. Oh, put them down. So careful. Well, that is it for this video, guys. I hope you liked it. If you like book hauls, make sure to give this video a thumbs up. If you got any books this month, comment down below and tell me what your favorite book is that you purchased. Hope you guys have a great day. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and I'll see you next time. Bye!